NRG starting things off on the T side. And, oh, it's a not live. It's a not live. It's a not live. Never mind. No, there's no knife round. I guess there's supposed to be, but I guess we didn't get a knife round. There's all sorts of technical difficulties. That was a nice attempt at a pistol round. Everybody forgot to click record. All right, so now hopefully we should have the real game. The real thing done really. Really. All right, NRG. Oh, we're going to get a gamble out long to start this one off. JBA looking for the shots, but it's going to be Nitro to open things up. First frag of the game. Fozy able to trade one back. Sus backs away, gets mollied out by Carr, but he's still fragging heads. Does get felled out of the 2 versus 2. Going to be up to George and Hext to try and close this one out for NRG. They're met in long by the 2 players on Wildcard, but they'll back away. They've got plenty of time. That initial scrum happened, and they've got all the time in the world, but already Wildcard trying to get into position. And, ooh, that's a good kill for George. Now it's just Stanislaw left standing on Cat. He hears both the NRG players walking by him. We might just have the shots on this, too. Tags down both. 27 and 38 HP. It's a very possible couple of kills, but bomb will be planted by NRG. Well, Stanislaw on 100. Feels like a possible retake. He's got the kit in his inventory as well. So it is a very big possibility, but he's taking his time on it. Doesn't want to peek out too early or he'll get punished. Just like that. NRG take the pistol. The best spray is at Gamers Club. Wildcard 0-1 NRG. And we're getting the NRG spams in the chat. Oh, I didn't make that command yet. Hold on. Here, you want to type it in chat and I'll just really quickly make it? I'll write bring me the pistols. Wildcard going with the double nade strike on long double doors. Only George there to take a little bit of damage. This should be an NRG conversion. There's not a whole lot on the other side of the server. Uzi does have the scout, but other than that, this one does feel like it should be NRG cleaning up. And without a force, we should also be getting a 3rd round bye here for Wildcard. Smokes will cut off the cross. Why did it restart? It restarted because players forgot to do things that they needed to do. Bomb has been planted. Attack the teammate. These are things that need to be... Alright, but this one, NRG have this round locked up, so... We're just being very clear about that. Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so don't worry about it. For now, we'll see if Wildcard can answer back. 2-round advantage for NRG. A little bit of a back away here, but NRG still keeping things careful in tons. Not exposing too much information to Wildcard. On the other side of things, Wildcard with just deep setups. We can just see from the minimap, there's a player in pit. There's 2 on the B-bomb site. Wildcard leaving themselves fairly spread out here. There's not really a whole lot of options for trades with these setups. Not a lot of damage taken either. This one still, again... Yeah, okay. So I realized that the score can be shown on HLTV, but because of the way the CSTV works, it's going to be delayed. Please don't spoil. Okay? This is your warning. Bomb down in a 5 versus 3 Wildcard. This one feels like a round that they need to bring back. They're getting repelled here. Oh, this position for Bro could be perfect. Drops the first. Good trade by Susp and J-Bup, but now it's Bro in the 1 versus 1 and a 4K to close out the round. But yes, it is technically possible to see the score in advance on other streams or on HLTV. However, game ends 16-0. Meyer, you didn't get a chance to get in and gamble channel points. You missed it. You missed it. How could you do this? Okay, wait a minute. Bro taking some critical damage off of these nades. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave a mark. Meyer, do you have the streams starting tag on Discord? If you do, then Discord will inform you when the stream is starting. Now, NRG gonna put these rifles to work heading on up Cat. Seems to be the right position to go. Can't do notifications? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. So Susp going to be called upon to stop this rush. He does have Sonic close at hand, but this 5-7 going to be critical. As NRG start to make their way up Cat, but not Hexed. Just domed by Sonic. He's too fast. Fast, too quick. Now onto Susp. Can he prevent the site from being taken? Doesn't look like it. Double entries for NRG. Puts them a man ahead, and they will continue to extend that lead. Ooh. Player spotted in long. Nitro going to be pecking away with the taps. Can't quite hit the shots, though. Stanislaw doing some good damage here, but forced to back away. He's like, they know where I am. So we will roll these players back down through mid. But it is looking like a clean 4th round by NRG. Only losing 1 player, but Stanislaw in the perfect spot here. These injured players can't stand a chance. Oh, he's already got 1 and the 2nd. Wait a minute, there might be even more J-Bot. Can he pull this one off? Ooh, not going to be able to. Stopping in for a lurk? Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Dang. I click on people's profiles sometimes to see how long they've been around for. 2022. What in the world? I'm so like, so many people have followed in the last couple of years, 2023, 2024, 2025, just because my streams have been on ECL, and so, you know, more people have realized, oh yeah, this guy streams. So it's just been, you know, that's where a lot of my followers have come from, but it's cool to see the 2020, 2021, 2022 followers. I don't, it might be. Came from Papa Gop. Yeah, that's true. That would have been 2023 though. Like when I first was like, I want to start streaming. I want to start casting ESEA. And Hove, I was casting Hove's games. I was casting Fish's games. And everybody was like, dang, this guy's terrible at casting and has no idea what to say. And I still have no idea what to say, but I have a little bit more than I used to. Well, 4-0. NRG on a good swing here on their T side. The nice thing is they've kept this one, I mean, they've hit the A-bomb site 4 times in a row, but they've kept this one unknown. No, they did hit the B-bomb site, but they've kept this one slow enough that it's not giving any reads to Wildcard. They're having such a hard time figuring out where to stack up. I guess the one thing I would say is Wildcard haven't put any players on Cat to defend this. This might be the defense they needed, though. Playing from behind the smoke. Oh, that fire is going to reveal Susp. Knows there's a player behind smoke, and Bro will take the shots for it. Sandeslot trades that one right back, down to the 3 versus 3. The bomb will be planted all the same. Now the question is, can these remaining 2 Wildcard players emerge from CT spawn? It's a decent nade onto George, but he'll still be good with the headshot. J-Bot trades, and it's going to be Bro on 10 HP to try to hold on to this round. J-Bot making his way up ramp, making lots of noise, but this bomb is not planted in a spot that he can easily deal with it. Ooh, Molly comes out. That's going to reveal Bro, but the Molotov, can he defuse it? Yeah, it's not spread far enough, so this defuse will come through. And Wildcard going to get on the board with that defuse from J-Bot. What? I don't know. That's a great question. Why is that still on the screen? Maybe it'll go away when the round starts. Wait, it's just gonna... Okay, there it goes. Well then. It could be lag. Yeah, that was interesting. That was a fun little bug. I've never seen that before. Now this one is hugely in the favor of NRG. Though, if Wildcard can come out ahead on this round, they could stop the momentum. Give themselves a little bit of breathing room. NRG, though, opening up for something a little bit different. And this one could be huge. Oh, Stanislav flashed. Put into his grave. Fuzi misses. And it just kills the entire way for NRG. There were 3 players stacked. They were 3 players removed. Bro joining in as well. It's a clean site take. NRG extend their lead. You love to see it. I mean, it's hard to say that I don't want Wildcard, but I want both of these teams to make it. If I had my choice of teams now that Nouns is out, Complexity, Wildcard, and NRG would probably be my choices. I know. Don't worry, we talked about things already. Things. The thingity thing. All sorts of thingalicious. Yeah, we're going to have a disconnect. Game crashed. There's going to be a match medic, so everyone's about to die. There it goes. Match medic. Everyone dies. Everyone lives. But here. I put this in. It responds to both of those. Alright, Wildcard going to be going into the round with pistols. Continues to not look likely for them, but MP9 always a great and powerful weapon to have in the hands of the right player. I mean, you see that just to figure out who's crossing the jiggling suicide with the P250. And it kind of works out having a player up top to watch for the anyone sneaking out through double doors. It's a good strategy. It's a good idea. It's risky, of course. That's why they call it suicide. But you know, if it works out, the Molotov, it's Bozy. Look. A lot of people have been expressing discontent over the fact that Wildcard, first off, it's not 3 EU players, it's 3 international players. Or I guess you mean no, never mind. Bro, Fuzi, and Susp. Okay. I can understand that. Well, wait a minute. J-Bow taking off some heads. Only trades 1 for 1, but that's still a weapon out of the hands of Nitro. No, it's understandable that people would be upset at Wildcard. If I had to offer a contentious opinion, they used Dewey to qualify and dropped him after. Well, okay. I said this in the Complexity Discord and got laughed at for it, that Sonic has been in North America long enough that he should count as North America. Just because he still has the South African citizenship doesn't, like, he's been living in Canada. Like, guys, he's basically North American at this point. But okay, fine. You want to argue that, like, J. Bostein's your Steam profile? That's pretty cool. I like the Steam profile signatures, and that's a great shot out of Fuzi. I don't know. I've been collecting lots of Steam profile signatures. Ooh, we're getting something fun. Nitro gonna set up the smoke. Let's see where this goes. Can we follow the smoke? As soon as he throws it. That is going to be a smoke for window. And it works out. George walking into the site with Hexed. I don't think that hit. Maybe that was for door. We missed all the action, but we saw the smoke. So, you know, all good. That is some advanced smoke of maneuvers. It does do a good job of cutting the rest of Wildcard out of the sight. Nitro needs to hit his shots here. He's only traded 1 for 1. Now it's up to Hext. Can he get the 1 for 2? That's a good start to things. Stanislaw headshot. But the second is Susp, and Susp is here. Is not going to let this lead extend any further. At least on this round. 6-2, Wildcard. Starting to bring this one back. But it is Dust2, and that is a lot of weapons dropped. The money means that there's not going to be quite as good of a nade coverage on the Wildcard side. And again, it's going to be just buying down to 0 for both of these teams. Be the monster kind of gross? I like it. I like the AK. I think it's nifty. Well, we're going to coin flip out long again. Let's see what Stanislaw has to say about this. He's already been flashed. And he's going to be an easy first kill here with enough of these players. OC puts Sonic right down. So already, double kills on the side of NRG. Good damage back, though. George down on 15 HP and OC on 37. Does offer a route back in for Wildcard. I mean, okay, Foozy. So, Sonic has been competing in North America for more than 6 months. Like, that's the thing, is like, before Wildcard got the Swedes... Hold on. Here, real quick. We're gonna go to the Wildcard page. We're gonna click the roster button. Foozy and Susp have been on Wildcard for 9 months. Sonic has been on Wildcard for 1 year and 5 months. Okay, and they almost line up for Foozy's off. That is a shot right to the face. George, who successfully crosses. That one looked close. Oh, wait. Is Foozy going to go for the jump shot? Oh, come on. Come on. Do something interesting. OC, good trade on the Susp. Now it's just Foozy. Now he's going for the jump shots. He's calling him out with a spray. Brings out the USP for the finish. Like, if we just look at Sonic, what teams Sonic has been on, right? Before Wildcard, Sonic was on Bad News Bears. That was back in 2023. Before that, he was on Nixa, which, if we go click on that, I think that counts as a South African team. And he was on Extra Salt, which counts as a North American team. I mean, yes, maybe there should be more rules around it. I'm just saying that if we were to call this 3 non-North American players, I feel like that's incorrect. Because Sonic has been competing in the region for multiple years at this point. But anyway, rant off, cast on. Like, Sonic was one of the first players I remember casting for. Anyway. Hecht's going to be the first one to fall. Oh, JBA lets George all the way out to Car. Wait, this could be awful. OC falls as well. No, he's let the players out, but now he's going to rip their hopes away. J-Ba with a triple kill. Trigger discipline play. A quick 4th round for Wildcard. Granted, I will also grant you that right now residency rules are not great in the US at the very least. I don't know how citizenship is granted in Canada, but you know, things are a little bit iffy right now. And it's just pistols for NRG, so this one likely to be an easy pickup for Wildcard. Obviously, you don't want to give it to them too easy, but it's pistols, and you're trying to fight Foozy's off. Definitely not an easy task. NRG looking to close the distance up in mid. Oh. Fuzi's op rotates on over to long. George not expecting the peek out from that. All right, after this round, we should count the number of players that have butterfly knives, and I'm going to re-justify my position that a butterfly is a C-tier knife, because too many pro players have it, and it's just really annoying. Ooh, bro answers back. The Deagle working out well for him. MP9 for Stanislaw. We'll trade that one right on back. Bro with one in the chamber and 4 players to deal with. Sonic to clean up the final frag. All right, well, this is to decide whether NRG get to take the advantage or will even things back out with Wildcard. Definitely not an easy task whatsoever, and Fuzi has lower lockdown. He's boosted up, but he misses the shot. It's going to allow NRG a little bit of space, but they're not being given much breathing room. Hext brought down to 19 HP by utility alone, now 15. Continuous explosions. Working out well in the favor of Wildcard. It allows these M4s to get those shots that they need to get. Win the fights versus the AKs. Although, when you... well, that's 15 HP. The op, a little bit overkill on that one. NRG trying to sprint this one up towards the A-bomb site. Nitro taking some critical damage. Oh, he's caught now. Wildcard ready to even this back out at 6. It's just George left over. 1 versus 5 to close out the half. That's a good tap to start this one off, but that's all he's going to get. So, Wildcard back to 6. We'll see if they can keep the money train rolling. All right, we do have a bit of a break. I'm going to throw 90 seconds here. Yeah, we should throw a 90-second ad just to make sure pre-rolls and everything are all... Oh, nah, we're just going to leave it. Oh, here. Hold on. Prepare yourself for a flashbang, chat. You ready for the flashbang? Just looking at you know, social media. It's crazy all these people suddenly talking about how the Center Mu model is actually good and how it's better for X and for Y. Yeah, like some of us haven't been saying that for almost a decade now. Do we click the like button? I'm not going to click the like button. I'm also not going to open Twitter on stream. That's a bad idea. You never know what you could find. You flashed yourself first? Well, that'll happen. I'm just amused. I'm just really amused. Oh, all right. I had to endure the psychic damage, so you do too. Complexity predates Nyx was a fun thought I had today. As if I needed another reminder how young some of these players are. How old I am. All right, getting into the second half here. And I really didn't need that reminder about how old I am. I really didn't. I'm aware enough as it is. All right, Wildcard headed in for the B-bomb site. They're going to be met by some serious firepower on the side of NRG. Got Doolies with Bro behind Nitro. Captain America goes on in. Doolies for himself. Bro will cowboy in behind him. And more guns. 4 guns beats 3. Now the bomb has been dropped, but Nitro still gonna be taken down from below. Bomb gonna be picked up as well. And NRG have left the B-bomb site suspiciously empty, but Wildcard don't know that, and we'll try to forge their fires down in mid. Oh, Hex might have exactly the shot he's looking for. He's gonna have the high ground. And we know all about having the high ground, but he might not be the one that needs it. George picks up a headshot, and that's going to be called out to Hex. Death from above crushes in onto Stanislaw. NRG take the round and start to heat on up here.
Hello there.
Yes, exactly. Hello there, General Kenobi. All right, scout out for Fuzi. Interestingly, Susp has been the one to throw that over to him, so he could buy armor and the scout. Hey, Fox. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We got a Fox. You came in with the raiders. Well, welcome on in. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Make sure to follow Fox. She's great people. How are your games, Fox? I did see you were playing with Goose. Were you winning lots? I trolled so hard I couldn't tell if they were good or not. Well, sometimes that's the most fun way to play some CS. So you came in at a good time because it's a force buy on T side and it's Wildcard. So they're going to take a year and a half to actually figure out what they want to do. Although Sonic up through mid could be dangerous. Well, you know what? This one gets a little dangerous. OC about to be crunched. The peek on in. Stanislaw able to crunch on in. Nitro, though, crushes back. And it's just going to be up to Sonic. Does not have bomb. I said crunch way too many times during that. I like encroach. Encroach is also a good word. He's got the Tech 9 out, but that's not going to be enough to take down Hexed. A good 2-0 start for NRG on their CT side. That does mean that with the force buy, Wildcard not going to have the cash to buy back one more time. Thank you for stopping by. So, after this, Fox, I saw something interesting about next ECL season. After this game, I want to show something I thought was interesting about the current VRS rankings. But you do have to stick around for the end of the game. Yeah. Something I wanted... Are you going to Vegas is the big question. Ooh, Deagle peeking on in through the smoke. Doesn't quite hit the shots. Well, you got to earn lots of points there at Vegas. And I'll show you why after this game. I need to show you just how close you are. I got to meet Fox at a convention one time, too. It was my first Fragicago, and that's not where I met her. All right, bro. Oh, just tapping them down one at a time. J-Bon Fuzi, though. The Deagles answer back. So 2 versus 3. I'm going to be planted here, and J-Bon sitting behind bricks could cause some real damage. Oh, double headshots. George able to clutch this one up. Picks up the kit as well. George gonna make it a 9-6, but that was an expensive round for NRG. Very good for Wildcard, keeping it as close as they are. No. Don't put the paycheck all on red. Don't do it. Just, okay. If you want to gamble in Vegas, play craps. Craps is the best way to gamble. Don't put it on red. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Yeah, but it's a 50-50. All right, Hold'em is fine. You know, if you know how to play Hold'em, then it's good. Ooh, good molly on in. Stops Wildcard in their tracks, and Bro picks up Susp on the backside of it. And our Wildcard, though, still trying to root out the player on site. These Molotovs, these nades, not quite reaching all the way into Hexed. This is interesting. This is a good angle behind the box, and Wildcard forced to back away, forced to finally concede upper tons. Yeah, there was a little bit of a totem pole there, but it worked. It like, yeah, this is interesting. I definitely thought that Wildcard were going to be the team to be winning on this map, but NRG doing a bang up job. Uzi still trying to pick the player on B. I feel like the skeleton, like me trying to pick the player on B after everyone has been caught mid to B. Me still with the op and upper tons. Well, Stanislaw though does open things up, but they've still got to deal with Hex. There's not enough time left. That bomb not going down. There's nothing else that Fuzi can do but die. NRG looking a little bit scary on Dust2. The fact that we've got Inferno next is just like... Man, these bans are actually a little confusing. NRG banned Nuke, which they've been playing a lot of. They banned Ancient, which is their permaban. Which makes sense. The ban for Train, Wildcard, fair enough. They're really high... Oh. Why are you putting these things in my chat? Why must you put these things in my chat? Now this one might be a quick ending, so... Alright, pistols out for Wildcard. Basically, we're going to have NRG on 11 rounds, and then Wildcard trying to bring this one back from the T side Would be a heck of a comeback if they could do it, but this one feels pretty locked in. Drunken Llama, thank you for the 10 bits. Glorp to you as well. All right, that settles it. I'll get a Glorp of my character made. All right, I will make a Glorp. Jumping Glorp. Oh man. Wildcard lining up to charge on out onto B. Bro lining them up in response. Takes down 2. Looking for more behind box. He's got Nitro in for support as well. He takes a 3rd. And it's just going to be up to Stanislaw to try and pick up the pieces now on the Tech 9. He does. He is good for 1. But OC's op will put him down. It's going to be 11 for NRG. This one could be a very quick round. A very quick game. Oh, hello again, Hove. Alright, this is a necessary round for Wildcard. At the very least, they need to get the bomb down. Oh, I like this. OC boosted up. Oh, he falls off. The timing. Now Hex able to get involved too. Sonic, that nade. Down to 50 HP. That one definitely gonna hurt. Wildcard making their way in through mid. They do still have a decent amount of utility left here. This one feels like it's still a possibility as OC falls as well. The flash on in, a bomb site. Gonna be the start of things, but Bro spots a peek on in through mid. Sonic answers back. Oh, and Bro burns to death as well. That's the B bomb site completely unlocked, completely open. Stanislaw beheads Nitro. And it's just going to be George now looking to save this AK. I don't think you're going to get back into the round here at 1 versus 3. All right. Hold on. We have a bit of a round here, so really quick. So this is the NA rankings right now, right? Box, if you're still there. So the top 8 teams get automatic invites to ECL. The bottom 8 are 4 from Advanced Season 52 and 4 from Advanced Season 53. So let's just start counting North American teams. Complexity will probably decline their invite. Liquid will probably decline their invite. M80 will probably decline their invite. Wildcard will probably decline their invite. Okay, starting at 8 with Getting Info. Getting Info is 1. NRG is 2. Blue Jays is 3. Scroll down a bit because these are all Brazilian teams. Nouns is 4. And who knows if they're going to survive. Marsborn is 5. LFO4 is 6. And we scroll down a bit more. We've got Party Astronauts for 7 and Vagrants for 8 on 745 points. But then we scroll down a bit. We're like, Supernova Comets is 45 points off of being an ECL on points alone. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty fantastic. I don't know how many points you can get, but if you do well at Vegas, who knows? So that's what I wanted to show you, Fox. Yeah, no, the top, the bottom of those 8 teams is really close. Might is close, and Supernova Comets are very close too. And it's also gonna mean that so advanced teams and ECL teams now have to be super motivated to go to frag and perform, which is kind of amazing. I would imagine Might is going to frag. I'll have to look it up. Honestly, maybe in between maps, we can look up who's going to frag. All right, Wildcard. You gonna pull this one back, or is NRG gonna take it over the line? OC watching the clock cross on Cat. Ooh, first kill is Stanislaw. They're still gonna be pushing on in. Nitro looking for some nade damage. Can't quite hit on it. That is gonna be the bomb planted. Feel like NRG have to go for this. J-Bot on 27 HP. OC with a leg. Ooh, but they're sneaking off down Cat as well. 2 players on site.
Hello
2
there.
players down Cat. Hello there. Ooh, that's the first. Boozy picks it up. Picks up another, and it's a massacre. Wildcard just bulldoze NRG. And we are going to stay here a few more rounds. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, good time for the timeout on the NRG side. I feel like at this point, you're like, all right, we're 3 rounds ahead. We're not going to have the bye this round. What is the round loss bonus looking like? I think that NRG are on a 2 round right now. Can maybe look at the scoreboard on HLTV to see. Okay, yeah, 2 round loss bonus to NRG right now. And so this is likely to be a save, and then we're going to get the bye. But we do have Nitro's CZ. Oh, Might is going to Vegas. Okay, well, there you go. So pistols, likely to be pretty easily doable round for the Wildcard side. Although, Nitro getting up close and personal, charged all the way up Cat, but Wildcard are waiting for him. Just going to be the spray down for Stanislaw. Putting down the lot. J-Bot joining in as well to drop George. It's already a 5 versus 2. Good damage being done, at least. Stanislaw on 11 HP, J-Bot on 24, but now OC's going to have to deal with the rest of this round all alone. Ooh, and they're ready for him. Okay, so bit of a gimme round. That's fine. Money now on the side of NRG. And now we get to see how they use it. This would be a heartbreaking comeback for NRG if Wildcard are able to bring this one to even. Definitely don't want to let that happen. Wildcard getting things lined up. A bit of a saving grace here for NRG is OC with just enough money to pull out that op. The problem is there's only 1 kit, but it's a quick trade out long to start things off. That is going to be benefiting Wildcard. Now they can start to pull the pieces of NRG all around the map. They've still got a decent amount of utility left themselves. Enough smokes and flashes and fires to bait NRG. But NRG are starting to take control themselves. These 2 players down through long and players on Cat, they're going to start to figure out where these Wildcard players are. Sonic needs to be sharp, but it's OC to take the kill. And so with 3 Wildcard players, now we can start to have NRG close the net up around them. And Hex making this one fast, but he's in with the shots. Drops the bomb. Stanislaw. Ooh, J-Bot here for the trade. But that's information as well. And that's a weapon. Hex doesn't need to use this FAMAS. NRG now just going to allow themselves to be pushed. There's only 1 place left for Wildcard. 35 seconds. They've got to make the move. Off they go. Onto the site they go. Ooh, the shot out of OC's op. Wings out. Misses. And NRG. Oh, Nitro just going to put the molly down. Force the player out of position and takes the kill himself. So it is just Fuzi's op standing between NRG and map point here on Dust2. Waiting for the first player on in. The bomb not planted for him. Ooh. He's just holding the defuse. The first to go down is OC, but that bomb, that defuse was held, and Hex is going to recover that AWP. Okay, if you like that, though, look at this. There is no FAMAS command. Go away. There is no FAMAS command. You thought there was a FAMAS command? There's not a FAMAS command. Why would there be a FAMAS command? Who likes the FAMAS? No one likes the FAMAS. Yeah, see? Even the bot's laughing about it. The bot doesn't think it's very good. All right, NRG gonna be pressured here. Wildcard making the way up long. Nitro not expecting the push in that early. They haven't crossed yet. They've got the smoke down. Fuzi gonna put down the first player. Nitro shredded. This round could still belong to Wildcard. 4 versus 5 now. They've got that man advantage. Oh, George trying to get boosted up, but gets sent back down to the Shadow Realm. These final 3 players for NRG, they might just go for the save here. Bro still toying with the idea of looking for a kill, but... I was explaining the entirety of things. All right, you're back. One moment. All right. Since I'm going to do this one more time. So, ECL, right? ECL accepts 8 teams from VRS. Complexity, Liquid, M80, and Wildcard probably going to deny their invites. All right, cool. So what are the 8 teams that are getting the invites to... Well, we missed a couple of kills, but that's fine. So these are the ECL teams next season. Getting info, NRG, Blue Jays, and Nouns, if they're still around, is 4. Marsborn is 5, LFO is 6, Party Astronauts is 7, Vagrants is 8. Vagrants is 745 points. The next 2 teams are Might at 714. Well, actually, there were a few more teams that I missed on the first run. There's Wanted Goons and Bad News Capybaras, but hey, 700 points is not that far off. Definitely possible to make ECL, but now let's get into the final round here. OC, with an ambitious first kill, does claim it, but Sus able to reel it back. Yeah, so if you get a lot of points at frag, then there's a very real possibility of making ECL on VRS. That's kind of what I was going for. Oh, no. Oh, NRG starting to fall apart here at the final hurdle. Hurdle's kind of a funny word. Hurdle. The dirtle turtle. All right, I'm done with this joke. Next with the AWP. Oh, good shots though. Look at that, Sus legged as well. 3 versus 3. This feels possible. Oh, Sus trying to sneak past. Headshot, wall bang through the box. Flash goes up. Hex able to back away from it. And he's able to call in support. He's got Bro. He's got this Danish rifler here sitting next to him. 2 versus 3. That bomb will be planted. Uzi abandons the op. Oh, that's a player. Noticed. He's moved over to Cat. Now, Bro able to pick up the shots on Fuzi as well. Jaba has to do this 1 versus 3. There is a kit on the hands of Hext, and he's able to put down that final kill, that AWP in hand. Give it to him next time. He's an opper. And NRG will win the map number 1, 13-10. And we're all very excited. Well played, NRG. Text showing the multi-role talent. We've got Bro, of course, doing his Star Rifler thing. And we've got, Captain America, of course, tying the team together. Oh, man. All right, resolving that.